6 hours sleep, a few G&Ts last night, not the best food, but all the same, I'm out. The last longest run before London, bring it on. Monday morning, and I'm out for my last long run before London after the fantastic Manchester Marathon weekend. What a day it was yesterday. Absolutely incredible. All of my clients absolutely smashed it. There were some that were doing their first, some that were doing their second, fourth, fifth, loads of PBs, some outstanding performances, a few tears along the way, and from me. So yeah, it was unbelievable. Had the best day ever. Looking forward to London now. Tuesday intervals on a Wednesday, and that's down to doing my long run on Monday. So I had a rest day yesterday, out for intervals today. It's 400 metres on, 200 metres off, 200 metres on, 400 metres off. I'm halfway through, and on the off, I was jogging at the start, I'm now walking just to get my breath back a little bit. I'll get back into a gentle jog in a second before the next interval begins. So yeah, halfway. Just in the recovery of my 7th set. One more to go. I must admit, going into the 5th set earlier, I thought, oh, there's no chance I'm doing 8 today. However, once you get through that halfway point, it's just ticking them off, counting down to the finish. One more set to go. Poached eggs, some smoked salmon, spinach, mushrooms, and some ketchup, aka sriracha sauce. So I'm here with sponsored athlete Katie. We've just finished core class. I'm just going to ask her a few questions about how her training's going and catch up with how she's doing. So Katie.
Hello.
How far are we into training now?
We're 18 days away. 18
days, so we're only like 2.5 weeks away.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're training for the London Marathon.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. The 20 miler a couple of weeks ago at Bedford was hard, mentally and physically, but to finish gave me the belief that I can do London. It gave me what I needed after a few niggles with my knee and my ankle. Doubt started to creep in, and I was really worrying, having sleepless nights, which was making me tired, which was giving me bad runs. Yeah, the 20 miler, although I arrived and burst into tears thinking I wasn't going to be able to do it, a few wise words from everybody around me, I got on the start line, and yeah, I just went for it, and that's all I could do. By mile 18 I'd ran out of pretty much everything, but the only way to finish was to keep going, so I did. Yeah, it was brilliant. It gave me what I needed to continue the last 4 weeks of training.
Good. So what have you enjoyed about your training so far?
All of it really. I've learnt so much, I've progressed so much as an athlete and as a person, down to the silliest things. You know, before Christmas I couldn't do a press up. I can now do a press up. I genuinely ran home and told Ben, like, look what I can do. I was so happy. But my confidence has come on no end. I feel so much fitter and healthier. I've enjoyed the whole experience so far.
Oh, amazing. And what are you looking forward to in the next few weeks now, leading up to big day? How are you going to prepare? What are your final preps?
To start drinking more water, because I'm really bad at drinking water, really bad. So
as she says with her bottle.
Yeah, that is my #1 priority for the next few weeks, is to hydrate properly, so I don't become dehydrated on the day. Just enjoy a bit of tapering, enjoy some interval sessions, Had an interval session last night and I loved it. Training for a marathon and doing long runs, my pace has dropped considerably, and it kind of, you get into your head like, oh, I'm not going to be able to run fast after I do this marathon, and so the interval training gives me that bit of reassurance that I've still got pace inside me. Last night at the interval session, it was great just to be able to just run for a couple of minutes at 5k pace and see the 9 and the 10 mile minutes pop up on my watch. Slightly reassuring because on my long distance I'm sort of around 13-minute miles, so there's a massive difference for me between my 5k and my marathon. So yeah,
same for everyone though, but we're building endurance, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. It makes running slow. Obviously I couldn't keep my 5k pace up any longer than 5k. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying the interval sessions and my core classes. Like I say, I've come on no end from where I started just before Christmas with them, definitely.
Amazing. Well, good luck for the rest of a few weeks, and we look forward to race day. Yay, well done, Katie. I'm out on my Friday run. What is meant to be sort of easy miles today. My legs feel amazing. So I've just done a 5k loop. I'm going to do some strides, and then tomorrow is a park run effort. Naturally I'm nervous about it, but legs feel good today, and sort of a similar run that I've done a few weeks ago. Tired, fatigued on a Friday. However, rest day yesterday helped, but also obviously the adaptations of my training are coming together now. This is exciting. Hopefully this is all positive leading up to the big day. Ooh, taper effects. So coffee, and then porridge. Doesn't look like a lot, but we've got porridge oats with almond milk, protein powder, some banana and some peanut butter. Fuel up for park. Oh, yawning! We're at Northampton Park Run. Got my cheer squad. Basically, just got to run hard today. Huh? Run hard. Just shout for it. Right, juice. Run for the juice. See you on the other side. Go on, James. Go on, Katie, go on!
About an injury, isn't it?
So it's now Sunday afternoon, however I'm going to talk about yesterday and also today. Saturday, park run effort. Wow, if you're going to run a PB, do not run it as I ran it yesterday. That was horrible. This time last year, a year ago today, I ran my park run PB at Canterbury. We were on our way to Brighton weekend for the marathon, which James ran, and I did 19:18. And don't get me wrong, it was hard, but I felt okay at the end. I always think with a 5k, the first mile should feel like you're running at pace, but it should feel comfortable. The second mile starts to hurt. The third mile, it does hurt, but you're going for glory. That's how you should run at a 5k, and then you should also have something at the end to finish that last 0.1. Yesterday, no. I basically went suicide. I did a sub 6 minute first mile, and then had to cling on for dear life for the next 2. There was nothing in my legs. It was a flat course, however there were a few inclines which I forgot about, and also there was a horrendous headwind, which really I think affected mentally more so. It's just really tough to run into the wind, but I did it. Irrelevant of that, I did a new PB, 19:15, unbelievable. When I didn't think that I was in like as good a shape as I was last year. Maybe maybe I am, but who knows. And then today was a Sunday run, 13 miles on the plan. So me, Mikey and Anna, we ran from my house, we joined the club run, we did an hour with them and back home. And my legs felt okay. I had to take it, coach instructed me to take it at an easier pace, which felt quite good. It was comfortable. We saw loads of people, it was chatty. So yeah, really good. And lots of people have been asking now, what, London's only 2 weeks away, what time are you going for, how are you getting on, how's the taper? And I'm actually really enjoying the taper. I'm loving having some extra time. I've had a really busy 3 months with work, so it's actually been really nice to just relax a little bit. I've been sort of just chilling out, binge watching some TV. But one thing that I want to finish on is, so today I saw a few people that have done Manchester or have done other recent marathons, and I asked a friend of mine, like, how did you get on? And the first thing they started to tell me was their time. And I was like, no, I actually don't care about your time. I want to know how you ran. And I wanted to know how it felt, because I care more so of how, you know, irrelevant of the time. You can say if you're aiming for a 4.5 hour marathon, you could run a 4.5 marathon, but absolutely hate it because you've gone too fast at the start and then completely die at the end. Wouldn't you rather run a 4:40 marathon and feel great and cross that line and just feel good about it? And that's one thing, is that like everyone just cares about time rather than actually how you ran the marathon. And how I ran parkrun yesterday was not a good way to run parkrun. So I just want, if anyone is out there that's running a marathon, a couple of things. If it's your first one, just go and enjoy it. Don't worry about the time, just go and enjoy it, because you can't get that first marathon experience back. I absolutely loved mine. Now don't get me wrong, the time was good, well, was fantastic. I was so ecstatic with my time, buzzing, and sometimes that is a time that some people would often dream of. But to me, the time's irrelevant because I just had such a good time. I guess maybe the 20-mile pain is forgotten, but I just loved it and I love everything about it, and I don't have a bad memory of it because of that. Last year, 3rd marathon, new PB, but I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Maybe that's again a bit extreme, but it was so hot and I just really struggled in the final few miles because of the heat. So this year, I'm going to be brave. I'm going with my target pace, and I'm going to try it and stick with it. But if I feel at any point that it's too much and it's it's not within my reach, I'm going to try and back off the pace and just try and enjoy it, because that's why we run. We can't talk. We run to enjoy it. So yeah, that's it really. So a couple of things is enjoy it if it's your first, and don't worry about time, because I know that everyone wants to aim for a time, but you've trained so hard for a few months to actually enjoy the race, and the worst thing to do is just to finish that race and feel like, oh, that was rubbish. So yeah, final few words before I sign out this week. But yeah, I can't believe it's 2 weeks. I've made final arrangements in terms of getting to London, and I'm staying at my grandparents the night before, so that's all sorted, what we're eating. So yeah, I've looked through the final instructions, so I know what I'm doing, travel and stuff. So yeah, it's getting real now. But I hope everyone else's training is going well, and I'll see you next week, because then we'll be 1 week away from London.